It is now a Thursday night, an absolutely jam-packed BCA gymnasium for the boys' slot of the senior night. Of course, it being their final game will always lead to some butterflies. All three seniors expectedly are in the game, along with Jack Romero and Michael Cardinelli. Particularly for Braden Moraes, the all-time, long and away leading scorer of this team. And they win the tip-off. Here's Moraes. Will your career end off like Derek Jeter or like Zinedine Zidane? Here's Cardinelli. What a pass! Eagle strike first. Brilliant to start the game. Less than 15 seconds in. Here's 23, directing traffic, defended by BCA. Romero in the area. He's got 0 out to 2. Floater doesn't go. Oh my, a good rebound by Michael Cardinelli. You can actually see the other side of the court this time. Here's BCA. Out to Romero, corner 3. Won't go, and it is rebounded by number 0. This game also should have some implications in the MIAA state tournament. So that only adds to the pressure. But for all these players, you gotta stay a professional and play your game. Here's 23, driving in the paint, floater, won't go, and it's rebounded by Izaki Ribeiro, who ends up to the ground. They all swarm him, it's a jump ball. It's gonna belong to SLA. Good effort. Ribeiro is coming out of the game just over a minute in. There was a great play by him there. Lucas, Gustavo, Bronco, and now. Here's number 2, defended by BCA, drives up, floater. Won't go there. 0 for 3 on field goals today. Here's 0 with a good rebound. Back out to 2, and the pass is picked off. Who else? Braden Moraes is fouled. He gets up quickly. Come on. Don't be fouling on senior night. Here's Moraes out to Costello with a 3. Hey! Got it! Costello Runco from downtown. It's 5-0 BCA. Here's 23. Swarmed, and he somehow got it past 2 defenders. Romero couldn't pick it off. 23 falls on it, and it's being wrestled for. They get it over to number 2. Brilliant play to keep this possession somehow going for SLA. Shot clock at 13. 23 is blocked by Cardinelli. It's a foul. It's on the defense. It'll be BCA ball. 5 points so far. None of them by an 18-year-old. Cardinelli with the 2. But Braden Moraes did have an assist on that one. Next to Stowe with the 3. Here's BCA, out to Romero. Moraes with a 3. Won't go. He missed it to his left. It pops in the air, and it's rebounded by number 23. Defense chance on. Building very loud right now. Here's 30. Got a layup. SLA on the board with 5:48 in the first period. 5-2 BCA. Moraes fakes a 3. Now gets it to BCA. Takes it again. Fakes it again. Here's Romero. Back out to Moraes, defended by 1. Here's Costello open. Back out to Moraes, puts up a 3. Got it! Moraes on the board. It's 8-2. Here's 0. Somehow rushes past. Great pass out to 2. Number 2 drives up a bit. They swarm him quickly, and Cardinelli comes up with a steal. BCA won their only matchup, 52-40 out in Lancaster. That game was made much closer than it needed to be. Here's Moraes. This jump shot doesn't go through. BCA with a brilliant play to force a jump ball, and BCA retain possession. We'll have to see any senior that can get into it. Here's Romero, as he does so often. And surely they'll remember plays like that 2 years from now. Here's 1 from the corner. Drives up right outside the paint, defended very well. Here's 23, 2, wide open, 3, goes. It's 10-5. Here's Brandon Moraes, 4:35 in the first period. He gets it out to BCA, won't go. His shot, and number 3 rebounds it. BCA may already have won the WCAC and Air Shirley tournaments, but this is the true championship game for them. Here's number 1 with a 3, won't go. It went off the rim, not once but twice, and Cardinale rebounds and hands it to Moraes. Here's Costello with a 3, got it again! Lucas Costello-Berco, 13-5, BCA. Probably the most people to have ever entered this gym at once, at least for a basketball game. That was number 2, floats a layup, and it's back to 6. And the loudest for sure. Here's Moraes, out to Costello, Romero. Costello, oh, that guy just kind of fell there. Number 0. Here's Moraes with a 3, got it! Brandon Moraes from downtown. 16-7. 3:23 in the first period. Here's number 3, out to 0. Defended very well. He manages to get it over the 23. He'll fakes a 3. Now bounce passes out to 0. Running out of time. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Here's 23 with a 3. Airballed it. Moraes thought about rebounding it, then realized he had no reason to do so. So far, BCA has come out of these gates playing some of the best basketball they've played all year. And not saying a lot. Here's Brandon Moraes. Oh, what a play by Moraes! Wow, 18-7. Here's number 1 from the corner. Puts up a 3. It goes in and out. Good rebound by number 0. Passes, tipped it, picked out of the air by Brandon Moraes. And rolls to Romero. I think that's going to SLA, or will Moraes get 2 free throws? Don't know what that's about. Why is he getting 2 free throws? Timeout is taken. Timeout comes to a close. No substitutions on the BCA end, but quite a few on that of the Satyrs. There'll be 2 shots for Brandon Moraes. First one won't go. And that cheering is not coming from SLA fans. Goodly. How cruel would that be? And he misses both. I think there was a tech. I think that's what happened. I don't know what the tech was. It seemed quite sudden. 2:38 in the first period. Eagle ball. 11 still. Here's Moraes walking back with it, directing a bit of traffic. Costello specifically. Now he puts up a 3, and this one doesn't go. Costello couldn't rebound. It ends up in the hands of 23, and he gets it over to 0. Back out to 23. Beyond the line. Here's 3 in the paint. Number 3 out to 2. Putting up a 3. It goes off the rim. Little crowd. SLA still have it. Here's 30. In and out. Cardinale rebounds it. Here's Moraes. Costello corner 3. He's got it. Timeout SLA. 21-7 BCA. And not long after the first one, we come out of this timeout. Eagles by 14. SLA ball. 1:59 remain in the first period. SLA trying to get back on track. Here's number 3, defended very well by Costello. Almost put up a steal there. Here's 3 with a layup. Doesn't go, but they got 2 shots as he's fouled. .145 now in the period. SLA missed the first shot. Not his proudest moment there. We saw number 5 of Sizer do it a few weeks ago. Oh, come on, don't do that. It's your team's seen tonight. You can't try to ruin it with that. Jump ball is going to go back to SLA. I guess not that big of a deal, just a little screech. And that pass is tipped in. I guess there's a foul there. Whatever happened, it's going to be BCA ball. They'll take it. It is now 1:43. Those were the longest 2 seconds I've seen in a while. Here's Moraes down the line, making good moves, and he's fouled. He ends up into the stands, and perhaps a good souvenir for some of those fans in the area. He'll got 2 shots, trying to make it 15 or 16. After he missed his last 2. This one doesn't go either. Both teams struggling from the line. No free throws made so far this game until now. It's a 15-point lead. And here's 3, getting it over the 23, SLA. It's a lot of points to give up in 1 quarter, ain't it? Here's 1, out to 23. Just to his left, gets it out to 0. Now here's 14 from right outside the paint. He misses from the line, and Conan rebounds. Gets it back out to Moraes. 1:15 remaining in the period. Here's Brandon Moraes, pushes off 3, jump shot, misses short. Good rebound by Cardinale. And Cardinale stepped out of bounds, I think. Dan does not appreciate the call there whatsoever. But nonetheless, other than 1 time in the Air Shirley semifinal, you don't have overturnings in high school basketball now, do you? Here's 23 in the final minute of the period, getting it out to 3. Now 14, right outside the paint. Number 1, defended by Boucher, gets it out to 23. Eagle defense all over this zone. Here's 3, and he's fouled. Most of the players don't like it, but I think they made the right call this time. There's no more pizza. Yeah, but I'm not gonna go reach it right now. 45.7 seconds in the first period. And this shot doesn't go. For number 3. After he missed both his last and first timeout. Oh for 4. Here's Brandon Moraes. Putting up a 3 quickly. Got it! Oh my! Brandon Moraes from way downtown. It's 25-7. Here's number 3, out to 14. Almost picked off by Moraes. 23 seconds left, and that's an offensive foul. Costello ends up on the ground. It'll be BCA ball and a good chance to add even more. In one of their most dominant first periods all year, they're on pace to score more points than they have all year, and they're on their bonus as well. Brandon Moraes. Out to Cardinale. Romero. Out to Moraes with a 3. In and out, but Romero's there. What a play. Final 3 seconds of the period. Beautiful positioning by Jack Romero after the 3 went in and out. So practically volley it in. And what is this? They have the ball again, up by 20. Here's Costello with a 3. This one doesn't go, but they still lead by 20 after the first period. Timeout comes, or second period comes to a beginning. The BCA ball up by 20. After Costello just barely missed the 3. That would have completely and utterly blown the roof off this place. Now here's Moraes. If you can see him. Getting it over to Boucher. Now here's Romero beyond the line. Back out to Boucher. Moraes now moves to his right, defended by number 0. Drives up. Floater. Got it. Moraes is just on fire tonight. And now here's 0. Moves to his right, into the paint, bounce pass out to 30. Now he's blocked by Romero. He comes back down with the block. Now here's 1, bobbling, getting an overcut on Nally. But as I've said so many times, you can't see it over him. If you can't see it, you can't make it. BCA ball with 7:19 in the first half. Up 22. More dominant tonight than anybody could have imagined. Here's Romero. Step back beyond the line. Cardinale. Romero misses the 3. And now here's 0 out to 23, who had to wake up as that ball was through the air. He had no idea the pass was coming for him for about 40% of his trajectory. Here's 0 defended by Boucher. Bounce pass out to 1. Great play to keep it in bounds. Here's 30 with a layup. SLA are finally back on the board. It's 29-9. Justin Morgan in the game for Costello. Now he has the ball in the corner. Fakes the 3. Fakes it again. Gives it to Moraes, who misses the 3. You wouldn't have been able to see it if it went through anyway. Here's Romero. Out to Morgan. Back to Romero. Defended by 0. 29-9 game. 6:14 in the first period. Here's Morgan. Out to Moraes. Moraes pump fakes. Drives up. Floater. Doesn't go. And it's SLA ball. Here's 23. 2 in the corner. Defended by Morgan. Gets it back out to 23. 23 defended very well by Moraes. Bounce pass to 0 in the paint. Great play, but he missed the shot. Here's 30. He's fouled. Now we got 2 shots from the line. How dare. Crowd silent now as opposed to when the ball's in play. A little low murmur going around as the Sailors are still unable to make a free throw and a timeout is taken by Dan Moraes. 1 shot remains for number 30. Trying to cut it back inside 20. As it seems like the entire world watches. They finally have a free throw. 5:42 remain in the second period. Of course, in the first half. Here's Ben Boucher. Boucher, defended by 23. Out to Morgan. Oh, what a... Ball goes out of bounds. I believe that's going to remain BCA ball. That was very, very accurate, even though it ended up tipped out of bounds. It was a little slow. Very accurate pass by Justin Morgan. Costello, who's back in the game for Cardinale, gets it out to Moraes. Brandon Moraes, defended by 0. 15 seconds on the shot clock. That shot clock is broken. Here's Jack Romero. It goes from 17 to 15. The 15 pauses for about a second, longer than it should. Shot clock is at 2, by the way. They have to hurry, and that shot doesn't go. Wouldn't have counted anyway. So as we're talking about shot clock, a violation. Here's 30 out to 1. He's blocked by Justin Morgan. Not known for his blocking ability, but he does it there. Here's Moraes with a 3. This one misses short. And SLA get it back quick. 4:40 in the first period. Here's 23, defended by Boucher, out to 1. Out to 30, pass is broken up and picked off by Ben Boucher. He's defended very well, but a great bounce pass over to Brendan Moraes. Maurice, paint, shot, goes. Maurice gets back on the board. It's 31-10. And about 20 of those points at least by Braden. Here's number 0. Out to 1. Back out to 0. Defended by BCA. And that pass is broken up by Romero and ends up in the hands of Morgan. He looks like Richard Sherman out there. Here's Maurice twirling around. Out to BCA. Maurice again, beyond the line. And Braden Maurice loses the ball. Great play by the other senior on the court, Ben BCA. There's a travel by Jack Romero. Couple substitutions for SLA. Number 1 and number 0 come out. Here's number 2, 3:34 in the first half. SLA must know it's not their night tonight. And here's 23. Bounce pass out to 3 in the paint. That is a brilliant shot from number 3. He practically had to lift it straight up. He was like directly under the basket. Here's Costello with a 3. He's got it! Costello, Bronco, the other man, raking out there today. And it's 34-12. Back to their biggest lead of 22. That pass is broken up. There's a foul by Romero. The Eagles have not appreciated very many of the calls made in this game. Here's number 2, defended by Costello. Pass is ripped out of 14's hands by Justin Morgan. Now here's Romero. Out to Maurice. Costello 3. He doesn't have this one. Now here's 3. Out to 2 in the corner. Here's 3. Layup doesn't go. He had too much power on it. 30 with a good rebound. Went through multiple people's hands. He has 2 and a 3. And the lead is back to 19. Timeout is taken. Timeout comes to a close. It's white ball. 2:17 remain in the first half. They lead by 19. Not totally home free, but they've dominated today for the most part. Here's Costello from the corner. Out to Maurice with a 3. Got it! Maurice again. 37-15. Oh, 23 was wide open. I feel like he could have shot a deep 3 there. Maybe he doesn't have the shooting power to do so. Long range accuracy. Here's number 3. Dancing around. Beyond the line. Layup goes. He didn't even need the backboard for that one. It's a 20-point game. Here's Costello. Open 3. Unbelievable. All but, I believe, 2 of the Eagle points coming from 2 guys. Here's number 2. Out to 23. 23! Oh my! Ben BCA reached in there. It's going to remain SLA ball. For the great defensive play. Is a great defensive play. Costello defends that man. The whistle blows. And they'll do it over. 1 minute and 6 seconds remain in the first half of this one. Here's 0 from the corner. Out to 3. That pass is picked off by Braden Maurice. Who else? Braden Maurice is fouled. Oh, they call it travel. Oh my goodness. And once again, just like I think every single call made against BCA in this game has gone under scrutiny. There are multiple reasons why that could be. And number 3 just loses that one completely. Great pressure defense by Morgan, the intimidation factor. Number 3 is coming over with for a chat with the ref. What was that about? 40 points in the first half for BCA. 45 seconds remains. Murray's with a deep 3. The king in his last game is raking tonight. No secret on. That pass doesn't quite work out. Here's 3. Out to 1 who pump fakes, cuts it out to 0. Here's 3. Pushes into the paint and puts a floater down. 43 to 19 game. Here's Braden Moraes, as if he can shoot from any area of this basketball court. Moraes with a 3. He's down again! The buzzer sounds on! Unbelievable! The second half here now on senior night. BCA leads 46-19 over SLA. A lot of the crowd is dispersed right now. Various places on the gym. Here's number 1, defended by Zaki Rivera. Over the 2. Back out to 23. 23 has scored. On the floor for BCA, Braden Moraes, Justin Morgan, Ben Bechet, Lucas Costello, Ronco. That pass doesn't go through. Oh, that is Ben Bechet. I mistakenly called him Zaki Rivera earlier. Here's 23. Floater won't go. Rebounded by 30 and 30. Misses as well. Pops in the air a bit, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be BCA ball. I think that's a slippery slope place to sit. 46-21 game. Here's Moraes. One-handed pass out to Bechet is tipped away. Great rushing effort there to get back as a jump ball. Who has it? It's still BCA ball. That was still a wonderful effort by Moraes to help that jump ball be forced. Evidenced by BCA having the ball now. Here's Jack Romero out to Morgan. He's got Moraes in the corner. Moraes misses a 3. It goes off Costello and out of bounds. Now here's 0. Out to 1, defended by Bechet a few yards away. 23. Open, now defended by Morgan. Gets it out to 0, rolls to his right. Number 2 shifts around, receives the pass, floats off a shot, and it goes. 4 unanswered points by SLA at the start of the second half. Here's Moraes. Dancing around. Romero's 3. Won't go. Great rebound by Moraes. Moraes. He's fouled. He'll get 2 shots. Would have been an amazing and 1 had it sunk through. I'm very confused as to why everyone's on this end of the building now. Now it looks like it's empty over there. Moraes' first free throw goes through. After a minute and 50 seconds, they're back on the board. Second shot goes. You couldn't see it, but you heard it from me, folks. 48-23. Now here's number 23 trying to break that score. Instead, he's fouled. They'll have 2 shots. I really gotta say it again, I don't like this new setup. Timeout taken. It'll be 2 shots for 23 after the timeout. 48-23 BCA lead. And he'll need it, of course, to go as hard. We have this game pretty much in hand, though it's never over, of course. 23. It'd be very unfitting for him to change the score by making a shot here. But he does. Ordinarily, a senior night game like this would have been on a Friday night. Oh, here's a wide open Justin Morgan, a deep heave. Now here's Bechet, Morgan corner, out to Romero. Here's Moraes now. Costello with a 3. Got it! Lucas Costello, Bronco, the future of the next few years of BCA basketball, has also been absolutely on fire tonight. I don't think he's missed a shot. Here's number 2. Brandon Moraes also has 27 points. Here's 23. Out to 14, who loses it, goes out, it'll still be SLA ball. As I was saying, they're usually on Friday nights, but it's moved back to a Thursday because a Friday night is the start of the Sabbath for Seventh-day Adventists. That is what SLA is. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Here's number 2, they're gonna have to hurry. Here's a 3 from number 2, it doesn't go. 14, couldn't hit it either. And BCA get it back. Here's Brandon Moraes, goes over 3. I believe he's fouled there. He sort of half hurdled him. Also moving to the side at the same time. One of the more peculiar plays I've seen in a while. Here's Romero. You ain't stopping him. 53-24. Now 23. Out to 0, moves to his right, steps back a bit. Good bounce pass out to 3, defended by Moraes. And number 3, puts up a shot, doesn't go. Good rebound by 0. Out to 23, and 23 misses the shot. Number 2 misses as well. 0 for 3 on that possession alone for SLA. Here's Moraes with a 3. Oh, my goodness. Incredible. Here's number 2. Gets past Costello, but he stepped out of bounds. Got a little bit too much past him. BCA get it back. 12 minutes and 8 seconds remain. And the BCA home game careers of both Ben Bechet and Brandon Moraes. Back and forth, deep pass down to Morgan, and he's fouled on the way by number 1. Was he in the air when he was fouled? Because I was looking at the ball. If he was in the air, I think he would get 2 shots. Oh, he slipped as well. Here's Bechet, out to Moraes, puts up a 3, won't go. Rebound 23. 23, advancing down. Defended by Morgan, he's fouled. Puts up a layup, that won't go for nothing. And number 2 will impound it. Costello near him. Here's 23, slips as he throws. Here's number 2 from the corner, defended by Romero. 23, pushes off Moraes a bit, floats one up, but he couldn't put it through it. Bobbles around it, goes out of bounds, it's BCA ball. And number 1 almost picked that pass off. Instead, our number 1 has it, gives it to Costello. Moraes fakes the 3. Whistle blows. There's a foul on number 3. Maurice will inbound it instead. Shot. Oh, Romero doesn't hit the shot. Volleyed in by Brandon Maurice. Oh, mio Dio. Here's number 0. He travels. That was one of the most bizarre plays of the entire season for BCA. And I think this is the one game so far where I haven't seen one that go like off the rim and hit the top of the backboard and be called out of bounds. It's happened every game other than this one. Morgan's wide open in the corner, but Maurice was covered too much to get it over them. Covered so much, in fact, that he's fouled. 3 minutes and 9 seconds in the third period. 58 to 24. BCA, pure dominance. And Maurice instead is going to take 2 free throws. As BCA are on their bonus. Don't talk to players. That same ref was talking to people. You can talk to refs, but not players. Maurice's first one goes through. Interesting. Trying to hit 60, and he does. And he's well over 30 points now on the night. One of his best, if not his best game, judging by the fact that it's senior night. Adds some significante. Here's number 23 missing a good rebound off the deflection by Jack Romero. And Maurice keeps it in bounds, throws it off an SLA defender. It goes out, but they're going to rule it, I believe, SLA ball. Maurice doesn't think so. He doesn't think it hit off him. But the refs do, and that's all that matters. Timeout taken. Romero inbounding. Maurice set to receive. Costello open in the corner. Here's Maurice. Yeah, he could get it to Costello instead of for Romero. Still, Rocco's still open. Maurice has it, and he's fouled as he tried to fork that one over by number 2. They'll get 2 shots, of course, since they're on their bonus. His last 2 got to 60. And he makes this one. 61 to 24. And this one doesn't go, and he knew it from the start. Already commanding Romero to try and rebound it to no avail. But when you lead by 37 points in the third quarter, not too much to worry about. And now he's picked off that pass, and there he goes. He's blocked by number 3. They want a foul, none given. Morgan, corner 3, got it! Who needs 2 shots anyway? Here's number 0. Out to 1 with a 3. In and out. Here's Morgan, corner 3. This one doesn't go. Here's number 3 now. Rolls out under Maurice, but he couldn't put the shot through. Somehow, to get it to him again, he pump fakes. This shot by 1 goes through. It's a 3-pointer, and it's back to 37. Here's Costello. They always have Morgan open. Maurice falls to the ground. nothing called. Again, very physical out there now. Moraes is fouled. Why are those guys standing over there, Oliver and Sean? First shot doesn't count. Second one goes. 65-27. Minute and 17 remain in the third quarter. Here's number 3 quickly. Palms back. And what a play that would have been if any opposing team had anyone near the shooting ability of anybody on BCA. They'll still have the ball. Ball goes out. And we'll do it again. 107 now. Here's 23 out to 0 in the corner. Number 1 now. Out to 23. Loses it briefly. Oh, look at Romero there clapping in his face. Now here's 2, defended by Costello. 50 seconds in the third period. Here's 23, and 23 loses the ball with 15 seconds on the shot clock. That ball never went out of bounds. They call something, I know not what. 42.2 seconds remain, and SLA's number 0 will inbound it. Here's 3 in the corner, defended by Romero. Out to 1, number 1, good move out to 3, and that's a brilliant scoring play, but it's taken away by a travel. You can't do that, can you? BCA ball just over 32 seconds in the third period. Shot clock off. 38-point lead. Moraes out to Boucher. Costello from the corner with a 3. It doesn't go. And it is rebounded by number 2. Less than 20 seconds now in the third period. Here's 2 with a long-range 3. Misses to his left, pops into the air. They have 10 seconds to score in the remainder of this third period. Here's Moraes. He's fouled. And he'll get 2 shots from the line instead of another chance from the buzzer. Wait, did number 1 foul out again? What happened there? Did he foul out? Technical foul. Makes sense. So they'll get the ball again with 1.8 seconds. Brandon Moraes. This could end up being his most iconic moment. If he makes both these free throws, they get it back and he gets one at the buzzer. That will be Brandon Moraes for you. The pinnacle of beautiful, crazy, and amazing BCA basketball doesn't get this free throw. He has 1 more. How many free throws is he gonna get? Okay, only 3. Last one. A lot of discussion happening over there between the 2 coaches. A lot of tempers flaring. You don't usually see that in a senior night game. But there's only so much talk that can come from a team who's down by 39 points. So if this was a close game, there'd probably have been a brawl at this point. Grace makes this one. I don't know when these free throws are going to end. He's done 4. Now 5, and he's made 3. I'm just going to keep giving him free throws until they stop arguing over there. timeout SLA all of a sudden. I mean, I have never seen a clock frozen at 1.8 seconds in the third quarter in a 41-point game for this long, ever. They're still discussing it over there. I believe the free throws are done. It's now BCA's ball. 1.8 seconds to pull off some kind of brilliance, even though they lead by 41. Boucher with a three, doesn't go, and they're unable to beat the buzzer this time. We enter the fourth, a period that probably should have started around 5 minutes ago is finally underway, and that's evident. This recording has gone on for 19 minutes and 26 seconds, and we're just entering the fourth. This three by number 5 misses bad. Izaki Ribeiro is actually back in the game this time. Here's Boucher with a corner three, won't go. It's rebounded by 30. Number 23, whistle blows. Another timeout. 23 seconds have been played. 24.8 seconds of basketball have been played in about the last 5 or 6 minutes. Here's number 5 from the corner out to 23. Boucher defending 0. Low battery, get off my screen. I don't know if it paused during the low battery thing or not, but I had a low battery update. Nothing happened during that. Here's 23 with a 3. A's got it. That one looked like he almost aimed it to the right and got it to go to the left. 38-point game now. Here's Boucher out to Moraes. Pump fakes. Ribeiro from the paint. He's swarmed. And that pass too short for Cardinelli. Here's number 3. Defended by Ribeiro. Out to 5. Now 23. Just going around. It's a good deal of their team. 23 again with a 3. And this time it doesn't go. Number 0, good rebound. Here's 23. And 23 scores. And so a little bit of a dent, but I think it's safe to say too little too late. Here's Boucher. Out to Cardinelli in the paint. Cardinelli is absolutely swarmed, but fouled in the... Where is he? They'll say it's SLA ball. Costello already preparing to come back into this one for Jack Romero. Here's 3, out to 5, defended by Romero. Now 23, lets it through his legs a little. 5, not going to shoot from there, even if he was open. They got 3 in the corner. Now he advances up, 23, gets it back to 3, return to the corner. Leaves it, returns again, defended by Moraes. 10 seconds on the shot clock. They got to hurry. Here's 23, out to 5, and there is no way they're getting a shot off. And they accept defeat. Shot clock violation. And a little scramble there. A foul is called. I forgot that there's no breaks during shot clock violation. They already, because Britain had the ball anyway. Here's Costello from the corner, out to Boucher. Moraes with a 3. This one doesn't go. Good rebound by Costello that goes out of bounds. And now it's SLA ball, so he didn't quite get the rebound that they called good. But it's a little hard to see from this angle. Wish I had the drone like Sizer or any high level leagues out there. Here's 5 out to 23. Almost picked off by Boucher. 23 defended well. There's no way he's going to get out of this mess, right? There's a way. When there's a will, there's a way. And number 3 has it now. 32 has scored. Or number 30. 32. They're chanting defense. They are on a little bit of a scoring stretch. Here's Ribeiro trying to end that. And he... What happened there? Jump ball. No, that wasn't a jump ball. They didn't make that signal. I think he was fouled, but not like a shooting foul. Okay, maybe it was a jump ball. Bichet from the corner with a 3 hit. Goes in now. Moraes is there, and he's done it again. And they've hit 70 points with 4:42 to go. Here's 23. Out to number 3. Now 30. Back out to 5. His shot misses. Very far. He goes out of bounds. And the SLA player near there put his hands up as if he thought it was going to be their ball when it went out. This stuff. Horrible mental mistake. Very indicative of the score on that board there. Here's Bichet. This 3 goes in and out again. And number 3, wide opening. Went a little slow there. And he got swarmed. Somehow he comes down with it after it went on the ground. And he's fouled by Cardinale. Number 3 has made some kind of play there, keeping that alive. 4 minutes and 3 seconds remain of the BCA careers of our 3 seniors on the court now. The shot doesn't go through, and you have to say it's probably a pretty good feeling few minutes. Had they not won the championship, as I said earlier, this one would have counted anyway. It's sort of a true championship, playing one of your rival schools on senior night. SLA now have half the score of BCA. A lot of cheering. What's this about? Here's Bichet. Out to Costello. Race now. Back out to Bichet. His 3-pointer goes through. Then Bichet with a 3 in his last game. In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened. In that statement, if he made that shot, it would have been kind of predictive, huh? The great Vince Scully's words. Good pass by Bichet, but Ribeiro is blocked by 0. Costello Bronco comes out the game, and Justin Morgan comes back in. Here's Moraes out to Ribeiro. Ribeiro's fouled. He'll get 2 shots trying to get himself on the board. And that would be great. All 3 seniors must score. If we remember last year, though, Matt Botris was unable to play. So Micah Gridden, I almost called him Parsons. Micah Gridden stepped up, delivered what I call Micah Massacre against the same SLA team, and Ribeiro is on the board. This one doesn't go. But the crowd fired up again after that one. Here's 5 with a 3. Missed far. 3 minutes and 5 seconds remain. The whistle blows. It's going to remain SLA ball. 22 is coming in the game for number 0. Oh boy. Here's 24. Corner 3. Missed it again. And it's coming right back to SLA possession. .258 now remain. 39-point Eagle lead. Sater's dead in this one, of course. But why not just make it a bit more respectable? And it's effort that matters most. Effort like that from number 30. A play sort of indicative of how you would want any loss to go. Now here's Braden Moraes with a 3. This one doesn't go. Good rebound by Cardinelli. And Cardinelli has scored. Hey, I hear it's really fun to get out there and score today. You get some of the loudest cheering you'll ever hear. And that's a travel by number 5. Not sure about that one, neither is he. And you wouldn't expect the seniors coming out. Afomley and Ben Faraz are in the game now. And here's Braden Moraes. Out to Boucher. This 3 won't go. It's rebounded by 14. 14, defended by Faraz. Steps back and he travels in 2 straight possessions and the same way for the Satyrs. Here's Faraz. Out to Moraes. His 3-pointer won't go. Inside 2 minutes now. And he's come up with a steal and he's gonna score! Moraes! Unbelievable! He is putting a stamp on his final home game. An absolute exclamation point, cherry on top to a career that would be Hall of Fame if BCA had one. Of course, they do have that one there. He's trying to make a 2,000-point banner. And then that trip to Ohio, he is likely to do so. I believe he's sitting around 1,800 as Afomley misses a 3. SLA ball, 1:24 to go. Picked off by Moraes again, and Braden Moraes scores again. 80-35. And those could be the last points of his BCA home career. Here's number 30, loses it. Good play, but it goes through the legs of 14. And now it's Ben Faraz out to Afomley. He's fouled. He's gonna get 2 shots for that one. And so a 7th grader, and one of the best 7th graders I've seen in a while, especially on the defensive end, trying to get on the board on senior night. He'll have his night 5 years from now, 2031. This one doesn't go. I'll try to do this commentary thing for every senior night, I think. Even when I'm an old man. 2 seniors come out of the game for the last time at BCA. Afomley's second shot doesn't go. Johnny Pepka and Lucas Pereira are in. Braden Moraes commits a foul. Hey, don't headbutt anybody. That's my best advice. Those with ball knowledge will get that one. Here's 22. 40 seconds remain now. After 24, he lost it. Now will you let one of the middle schoolers get on the board? Or will you let Moraes score for one final time in this gym, this hallowed ground? A temple of the beautiful, the crazy, and the amazing. Here's Moraes, in and out. And that should be his final shot. Here's number 5 out to 22. And even though he didn't make his final shot, number 25 misses a 3. Braden Moraes will hold on to it to end it off. Nobody goes near him. And what a marvelous ending. Not a bad act. And on top of that, BCA wins 80-35.